did a lot of stuff together. We only have one son. I have one daughter-in-law, and I have a beautiful granddaughter, Abigail Grace. Father's Day. Let's start off with Father's Day because that's most recent. Yesterday we started off. Son gave me a text. Happy Father's Day, Dad. I won't get to see you, but because we've got plans with Andrea's family. But you guys go and have fun. So I've set my hot tub up in my backyard here about a week ago, and I finally got it up to temperature. And it's just one of them blow up ones, so I can put it up and take it down. And I thought Father's Day, I'm going to have a couple of drinks, maybe a Caesar, maybe a Stella or two, do some hot tubbing. So we started off in the morning with a hot tub and a coffee. Had to have coffee first. Then I thought, no, don't want to do too much drinking.
Uh-oh, he's frozen. There you go. You're back.
Are we
You're upside down.
having technical? Oh, they technical difficulty. What? No, I'm not.
You're upside down.
Good to go.
Yeah, you are, buddy. Try.
I'm upside.
Turn your phone around.
Turn my phone. Turn my phone around.
Okay, there you got it now.
Just hold on.
Okay, one more turn. You're sideways. Got a little
Good.
vibes, man. No,
Good.
you're upside down.
I'm upside down. Let me turn my phone. There.
There you go.
How's that? There we go. Okay. I've been upside down a few times. Okay. Okay, no more technical difficulties here. Where was I? So we did a hot tub. We did our little thing. Off to the casino we went. It's just a little far, about 20 minutes north of us. A little place called Innisfil. Pam will know where that is. Always give a shout out to Pam and Kevin. Had a little meet up with her. Anyways, last night we went in with $200. We come out with 750. Ka-ching. That was a good one. Okay. Married a girl from Nova Scotia 43 years ago. Decided that I was born in Peterborough, Ontario, and decided that I really didn't like Peterborough. It's a big city, close to Toronto. So we lived our life mostly in Nova Scotia. And of course, that's where Nova Scotia's in the house comes from. Everybody's pretty familiar with me. And
क्या स्टॉक मार्केट से इतने पैसे कमाए जा सकते हैं जितनी आपकी सैलरी है? यस, कमाए जा सकते हैं, पर इसके लिए आप
of course followed him and Marty. You two guys, you guys got me through COVID. If it wasn't for you and Marty, and for me to sign on and look at you guys every day and watch your lives, interact a little bit, because I text every once in a while. I watch the news a lot, so every time something current comes up, I always message Chris and say, Chris, there's an earthquake. Chris, there's a plane crash. Chris, I always tell him, just so that it adds a little bit more realism, I guess, to his lives. When he says, oh, Kim just messaged me just the other day, Air India crashed. And I seen it on my news, and I knew Chris maybe didn't see that. So I thought I'll bring some, because we have such a large Indian family in Onpassive. It's incredible. What started me off was 2020. I was looking to make an income online. So the big news back in those days was artificial intelligence. So I'm Googling artificial intelligence and all this kind of stuff, and all of a sudden, Onpassive. I thought, what the heck? And at that point, there was 101,000 people had paid $97 to Mr. Ash. So I texted my son, actually I called him and said, Daniel, check this out. Tell me what you think. And the first thing he did was come back and he said, Dad, he said, it's probably a scam. And I said, well, honey, I always called him honey. Daniel is his name, but I said, honey, listen, how can 101,000 people be that crazy, be that stupid? Come on, just think about it. There's no way that 101,000 people gave Ash $97 for the good of their health. I said, that's a lot of money. So anyways, I waited for a week watching what was going on and carrying on. And after a while, I just said, listen, if I don't jump on this bandwagon, I'm going to lose. So I joined on Passive on June the 25th. I'm coming up to my 5th year here. And I went all in. I just said, holy mackerel. Then all of a sudden, and I watched Ash, his webinar. And my mom always taught me how to read a person, watch their eyes. And I looked in Ash's eyes and I said to myself, I would bet the farm on him, because the way that he came across, the honesty, the heart, to me, it was overwhelming. And I know my mommy up in heaven would be looking down on me saying, I think you did good, Kim. So I went all in. Then it went on and on and on. I watched all the webinars. And one of the things he said was 3 and it's free. That was one of his little go-to sayings. So I talked to my family. Of course, no. And then all of a sudden, I thought, if I don't help my family first, Ruby and I are okay. So I thought, if I don't help my family first, who need help, what am I doing here? So I went and bought 3 more spots, 3 more on Passive accounts, right? Accounts. So I thought, okay, I'll give one to my brother-in-law, one to my sister-in-law, one to my daughter or my granddaughter, and then of course I'm going to join my wife up. So altogether we have 4 accounts. So I thought that'll fix the Mills family. Plus it'll help fix all of Newmarket where we live, because Ash always said you only need 1 account. And I thought, if I have 4 accounts, how much more can I do? And I know a lot of people bought a lot of accounts. I don't agree with that. I think, like Ash said, 1 is enough. So away we went. Now I heard that, hey. And when I heard that, I laughed and I thought, now there's a guy that's probably going to go somewhere and he's going to have a lot of people follow him, because he's boisterous, he's loud, he was so funny. I know him and Marty kind of, rib each other pretty hard, but Chris, you I don't even know how to say it. I don't want to get emotional, but you and Marty, you guys got me through COVID. If it wasn't for watching you guys, having the problems with my health, I have COPD stage 1,000, whatever it is, the worst case. I'm on oxygen, so I kind of know where Marty's at. And like I said, Pat Tarrant and I have been conversing back and forth on the phone, and I just love her all to death. And I try to keep her pumped up all the time. She's having health problems. Chris is adding me to the prayer list. I never thought I needed any help. I thought I was always the breadwinner. I was the good guy in the family, the father, the strong guy. And then all of a sudden I got sick, and now I can't work. Psychologically, it plays a real toll on your head. that you're not the breadwinner anymore. I can only get Canada pension disability. It's not enough. Ruby has to stay working part-time for us to exist. I thought, please, Ash. When that September came around and we launched and I seen dollars come into my account because of the other 3 accounts that I had and that I registered them. When I seen that dollars come into my account, my heart skipped a beat. And it hasn't stopped skipping that beat every day that I keep those fingers crossed that Ash is going to figure this out. He had some bumps. I understand where bumps and stuff go because I've been in business myself. I've ran my own companies before. The biggest thing in my employment was I always loved spray painting. I always liked taking old stuff and making it look pretty. So I went into the painting industry. I went out west, tried to pad our income by going, young man, go west. You'll make lots of money in the oil patch. I went out there and I started painting. Actually, industrial coatings is what it was. That's basically what screwed up my lungs. I always thought I was taking care of myself, wearing a mask, supplied oxygen. Some of the cases that I was in, I had to be under a hood, and it just wasn't safe. The chemicals that I was working around wrecked my lungs. Now I'm paying for it. Golden years, maybe not so golden. Ash is going to change all that, and I am going to be able to say one day, golden years are back. But married a Nova Scotian girl, spent most of my life in Nova Scotia, my married life in Nova Scotia. On a not all things are good, Chris, about my life. Some things weren't that good. If you can remember, the worst mass murder shootings in Canada happened in Nova Scotia back in April of 2020. Ruby and I lived on the Portapique Beach Road in Nova Scotia, and the worst mass murder shooting was my neighbor. He lived 3 doors down from me, and Ruby and I knew him very well. He was in my living room in 2004 celebrating New Year's Eve bonfire I was having. COVID hit, drove this man crazy. He burnt down 6 homes in our neighborhood and our community. He killed 22 innocent friends and Nova Scotians on a rampage. Ruby and I, so lucky that things happen. We moved away from Portapique Beach Road about billions. It's going to be the B, which is going to be the billions. And I want to change Newmarket. So the reason that I chose to come on Marty and Chris's live was that Ash said a long time ago, you need to have your face out there. You need to have, people have to know who you are. If they want to come and be in your company and help you out and so on and so on and so on, they have to kind of know who you are. A lot of people on Chris and Marty's live, Narelle, John, Barilla, all these guys say hello to me every day. It's such, you don't believe how much it affects me when I see people that I don't even know personally, that I've met on Passive, that say, good morning, Kim. Liz Leary. Liz and I have been saying good morning to each other for over 2 years now every day. And I send her a message every day, tell her a little bit about my life, ups and downs. Sometimes it's not so. I private message her because some things we need to keep to ourselves. But Liz, you're out there, you're watching. I love you, dear. Pam and Kevin, I need to do a shout out. And another couple of people, Chris, that I have to bring up. And I don't know how to start with this, but Lynn and Rob from Florida impacted my life as much as you and Marty did. I stayed true to their lives daily. And that got me through mentally through as much as you and Marty did on your lives through COVID. And they did their live shows so consistently every night for, I forget how many, 600 plus shows. Chris, do you remember what the number was?
No, it was every day. It was a lot. I don't remember the number.
It was a lot, right? So a few things that I've stayed true to. And I kind of really miss Lynn and Rob. They did a lot of good. I like the Friday Night Live programs. Those were nice. I always loved those. Every once in a while, Ash would come in and spoof us and give us some tidbits of stuff to munch on, I guess. I kind of like seeing him on a weekly basis. I thought that was going to be a regular thing. I guess things got really busy for him. Hopefully June, July, August, hopefully soon this thing is going to just kaboom. Kaboom's been a big word that I use online, is, it's going to blow up. I know for sure. Another thing I said a long time ago, the old saying, red sky at night, sailor's delight. Red sky in morning, sailors take warning. Well, I changed that around a long time ago. I used to send Ruby poetry. And I said, red skies at night, on Passive delight. Red skies in morning, world take warning. And I said that a few times on your guys' live, and you reacted a few times. You never repeated it, but I'm glad you left it for me to say. Where else? Where am I going to go with this? Lucky to be alive. Life is pretty good now. Being retired or retarded or whatever you want to call it, it's not fulfilled me enough. And I know once Ash opens this company up, my whole world is going to change. I've been dreaming about ideas of how to make and market Kim Mills, how to market Abigail, my granddaughter, how to market Ruby, and business cards, standing and going to grocery stores, paying for people's groceries, helping out the homeless financially, maybe pay for their apartments for a year, pay all their bills for a year, doing stuff like that. I can hardly wait. And every time you help somebody, you're going to hand them your business card and say, I need you in my company. I need you to join my movement. And my movement is going to be big. I was in sales a lot of my life. I think everybody's a salesman, right? And Ash always says you have to have an image. My image was Nova Scotia's in the house. So maybe I might use that on my billboard, on the side of my motorhome where it says the new name of the company and Nova Scotia's in the house, follow me. Dreams are meant to come true. I was hoping to thank Marty personally. He must have issues. I don't know if he's messaged you or anything, Chris, but
He did. He's probably in therapy right now.
okay. That's no problem.
There he is.
Huh?
He just popped on. Hold on.
Did he? Okay.
Hold on.
Okay.
Marty, you bring yourself in.
There you go. Technology that man knows, right?
Yeah. Caught me a lie, honestly. I'm waiting to see.
We're going to have a three-way screen here.
Yeah, he'll be on. He's on here, but I don't know what he's doing. Marty, I'm going to bring you in. Shake your head yes if you want me to bring you in. Let's see. I'm bringing you in, Marty. There he is. He's got his oxygen going.
Okay,
Here's
good.
Marty. Just turned himself off. Probably because he's got that mask on. Go ahead, Kim. Tell him he's listening. He's on here, but he's
Marty, just from the bottom of my heart to the top of your heart, I want to thank you and Chris both, because without you guys, psychologically in my head through COVID, following you guys, I just want to hug you, send you a big kiss, tell you that I love you, and your family is great. Behind every successful man is a successful woman. Dawn has been the backbone of your family. Love her all to death. Don't know how to express my gratitude to you guys other than on a live show saying thank you. Dude, thank you very much. Okay? Now, Marty, or Chris, I can't see anything on my screen.
That's okay. We still see you, and people are making comments. Marty's in the background, but he's on his treatment.
Okay.
I don't know if he can talk. He's got that mask on his face, but
Oh, okay.
are you able to talk, Marty? Turn your sound on. You have to turn your camera on. Oh, he's calling me. Hold on.
All right.
He said, hold on. You tell him you hear that?
No.
Say it again, Marty. He said that you made his day. Thank you, thank you, thank you.
Okay, very good. There you go. Marty sends me messages all the time and links to what's going on. I've been, like I said, I've been following Marty a little bit longer than you, Chris, just because I joined. What month did you join?
October?
Right.
Yeah.
Right. Okay, I joined in June. Yes, right. Because I was there. I was watching those first videos with Ash, and then all of a sudden, you made an appearance on a webinar, and then it was hey, and then that just sent you into Rocketville or whatever it's called. I don't know how many people love you around the world, but I'm telling you, oh bless, whatever it's going to be called. I didn't become an angel because you were asking for angels back in those days, and I purposely didn't become an angel because I wanted my own following and my own angels to follow me. So I was being a little not selfish, but I thought Chris has got to have a lot of people and a lot of people under him. He's got enough to deal with. I have to worry about what I'm going to do. So this bless, or however it's going to be called, I'm going to join in on the whole group thing. Like you said, if everybody gave $1, there's over 800,000 of us. Every day, if we gave $1 from our accounts, which would be nothing, we wouldn't even sneeze to lose it, is going to help so many people. Imagine if everybody gives $100. But having the heart behind the money does. And I think that's maybe the most important thing is having a company set up like this that Ash is putting together that has so much heart. The family, the family group is so powerful. You know, we can all do a lot of stuff singularly, but a group can do so much more. And we are going to make a difference in this world. I am so overly confident. I don't usually say overly confident because, you know, that's a little cocky sometimes, but I'm overly confident that Ash has got things figured out now and that it's going to work. It's going to work so well that you're going to remember that, you know, guys like me have helped so many people. Chris, you've already helped thousands and hundreds of people around the world. You help hundreds and thousands of people around the world every day. The Seeds Academy, coming up to their, what did you say? Their graduation is coming up shortly. Just one little, that's just one little group of people over there in those countries. Papua New Guinea, you know, remember when you said you didn't even know where Papua New Guinea was? You heard of it much? It's a big following. There's people, all our brothers and sisters around all these countries. When you start saying names and pronouncing names of these people that are our brothers and sisters in this company, I can't even begin to even help you with some of these people's names. But I when I'm on your lives and I'm texting and I'm saying, you know, Nova Scotia's in the house, hello everyone, as that's what I say every morning. You wouldn't believe the Indian people, just specifically, that say, hi Kim, good morning, and what it makes me feel like when I see people that recognize the fact that I come on your lives almost every day. I don't know, I probably count on my hands and my toes how many lives that I've missed. I'm here every day, like clockwork. I think I have to do this because it's my calling as well. And I know, Chris, your religion, God told you that this is your calling. And your calling is touching a lot of people. And I hope someday that I can help a lot of people. I know I'm going to. It's just my financial situation right now. I won $750 at the casino last night. The first thing I said to Ruby is, there's a guy down at the superstore that needs $100. I said, listen, when I drop you off at work on Tuesday. I mean, on Tuesday, I said, I'm taking $100 down, and I said, I'm going to take him in the store and ask him what he needs, and then I'm going to buy what he needs, and then I'm going to give him $100. I said, because I won it at the casino, and I said, isn't that the best way to start off, paying it forward?
Yeah.
So that's where I'm starting, just because financially we're on fixed incomes, you know. I'm 68 years young now. I know I don't look it.
On camera now, Kim.
Oh, wait, you know, I can't see anything on the cameras.
Because you're on your phone. That's okay. He's
There.
there.
Just hold on. I'm going to move my phone. Hey, Marty. How you doing, my friend?
Better. How are you doing? I'm glad I found out one thing.
What?
Could you hear me okay?
I can
Yes.
hear you very, very
I found
well.
out one thing, Kim.
Yeah, that I'm not a
After
girl.
listening to you today, I wish I'd have listened to you. I wish you'd have came on a long time ago.
Well, listen, I've been told that I have the gift of gab, and I wanted to get vocal. I think my health held me back a little bit. I'm doing really good today. I'm outside. I picked an outdoor background today. I always see you guys, you know, putting backgrounds in your webinars, and I thought, what better background can I have is my little pond where I come every morning and I look around and up there. This is my kind of go-to place. Am I still good on my camera?
Yeah. But you know what, Kim?
What?
I love the birds, number one. Let me tell you something.
Yeah.
This is the reason why I like bringing out people that have never really spoken, because you're just a normal guy.
Yep.
Want a better life.
Yep.
You made friends. To hear that individuals in this company made help you go get through COVID, bad times. That's a good thing.
Yep.
It's a really good thing. I'm glad that you came on here. I think you're going to a lot of people. And I think you should be proud of yourself. I hope more people hear this message. It's not always about the business. It's about what the business is making people feel, how they want to react. Giving back is always the way to go. Whether you win it, you earn it. It's nice to give back. And I want to thank you personally for coming on here. And yeah, you are not a girl. It is a man, Kim.
You were the only one. Marty.
Oh, no, Marty didn't know it either. He didn't know it either.
Oh, didn't he? Oh, I thought he had it figured out at the beginning there. But
We had a couple people with names like that.
yeah, I went to school in Peterborough, Ontario, and there was three of us all named Kim, and it had to be Kim M, Kim B, and Kim C. Because, you know, when you said Kim, everybody looked, right? All three of us would look. So we always had to be called with our first letter of our last name. So I grew up, you know, being normal, but a lot of people says, "Oh, Kim for a guy." Oh, okay. And then the other day I heard a lady named John for a first name, and I thought, geez, now there's another one, right? Kind of a different last name. But Marty, I send you prayers. I'm not religious, but I send you prayers. I love that you message me and you send me links to stuff that's going on. Give Dawn a big hug and a kiss for me when you see her today. Tell her that I love her dearly and that she's the backbone behind the DeCarmo family. You guys are remarkable for what you're doing with your grandchildren. I can't imagine at my age having the responsibility that you and Dawn are going through. Like I said, I'm sending a prayer for you, man. Get through this. That meeting that Ash came to see you and the family at the hospital put tears in my eyes, dude. For a man that's such an upfront CEO of a company and been in our face and letting us know all about the family business and keeping us up to date, for him to take the time out of his schedule of what he's doing here because of all the corruption he's gone through, to come and see you, told me another thing about Mr. Ash Mafara. Not only does he have a heart, he cares. His wife, his 2 kids. I can't imagine that the oldest son of his, he told us a long time ago he wanted to invent a flying car. I'll never forget that. And then you see in Dubai that it's one of the most technological places in the country alongside of India, flying cars. I can see Ash's son having a company selling flying cars in Dubai. Ash, if you're listening to me and you hear what's going on, dude, listen, I have an open phone policy. My email is listed, or Chris has got my email. If you ever want to have a little chit chat, feel free to call me. Chris will give you my phone number. I'd love to hear from you someday. I have a few questions for you. You come up one day and you told us, and I'm on a breathing machine, oxygen tanks. I have a portable generator I walk around with sometimes. You come up with an idea about a little thing that fits in your pocket. And Pat Parent and I talked about this a long time ago when you told us about it. Never needs to be recharged. It can supply oxygen to our lungs with a little thing that fits in your pocket. If you could bring stuff like that to the people in this world that are like Marty knows about how valuable a breath of air is, if you could bring something like that to fruition in the near future and help out patients like us, dude, that'd be worth $1 million bucks in my brain. Other than that, listen, Chris, I thought, Ash told us a long time ago, we have to have an image. So my image is Nova Scotia's in the house. Even though I live in Newmarket, Ontario, just north of Toronto, I'm still going to be Nova Scotia in the house because I have a lot of friends and family back in Nova Scotia. Just off the top of my head, 22 families that lost their loved ones through a mass murder. A lot of things I'd like to help in Nova Scotia. So I'd like to buy the motorhome. I'd like to do the traveling. I'm going to make the motorhome the billboard. So that should help in identifying who Ruby and I are. So Kim and Ruby, we're in the house. We love you guys dearly. Keep up the good work. Marty, Chris, Minot, she's doing a wonderful job with your lives. Now that I've come out of my shell, I guess, a little bit, if you want to call it, and made myself known to the world. I don't know how many people we have on the live today, but it's usually hundreds. Do you know how many are watching the live today, Chris?
We had over 300 so far, but as the day goes by, it goes bigger and bigger. So
Yeah, it grows and grows and grows. Where was I going with the numbers? Lost my train of thought there when I thought it was hundreds. Anyways, I guess the biggest thing that comes out of this is now that I've kind of come out of my shell a little bit, I'd like to maybe, if you guys are doing those trivias and it still keeps on going on, I might join in on a couple of trivias. this old 68-year-old brain is full of a lot of unnecessary information. And I know that these trivia questions are a lot of unnecessary questions, not unnecessary, trivial questions that come up. I might be kind of good at doing trivia. I never was good at playing trivia, at home with the kids, but when it comes to just stuff, I watched, I tried to stay off camera a couple of times, watching the trivia, and Minot doesn't like that. That's okay.
You can come on there without a camera. I'll talk to Minnow.
Okay.
Don't you
Well,
worry.
no, now, I'm not shy. I never have been shy. If
Let me tell you why. Let me tell you why, Kim.
why?
In the past, we wanted people to keep their cameras on because people were kind of Googling and stuff like that. We wanted to watch them because it's for fun. But
Yes.
it was fun just, seeing people's faces too. But listen,
Yeah, I know.
Marty's got to go.
Okay, man.
We went way over the 30-minute mark, but that's okay. I'm glad that people got to know you.
Yes.
I love everything that you said, especially the giving back part. You're a normal dude, man, and I love that. And I want to thank you very much for coming.
You're very welcome. You're very welcome.
And
I want to give a quick shout out to Pam and Kevin, really good friends of mine now that I haven't met Kevin personally, but I think, I haven't met you either, but I consider you guys.
I met Kevin.
I know you did. Great guy. What was the other one? Lynn and Rob down in Florida. Want to say hello. Pat Parent. Hope everything's going good with you. I know that Robin Noble is right close to us here in the GTA area somewhere. Always sending out prayers to her. I don't want to pick and choose all the people, but Liz Leary, I love you, dear. I hope everything's going okay. I know there's some troubles in your world as well. Did you know that her mom and dad just celebrated their 67th wedding anniversary?
Yeah, big one there. Big man.
Isn't that incredible? Like Ruby and I have been married 43 years, but I can't imagine 67.
Woo.
That's incredible. Liz, I hope everything's going well with you and Mick. What else? When I talked to your son-in-law yesterday.
Oh, yeah.
Because Mills's, and you're a Mills, you got Mills in your family tree.
My daughter married a Mills, yeah.
Your daughter Amanda married a Mills. And Chris is going to look into his family tree. He's going to send me maybe a link, or send you a link to send to me for his family tree to see if the Millses are related. Wouldn't that be funny?
Yeah, I talked to him about it a little last night. They were in the partying mode because Father's Day, but
Yeah.
I'll get back with Chris on that.
You get back to him and get back to me on that. That'd be pretty cool, dude, if we were related through our.
That would be funny.
That would be pretty cool. Okay. Oh, bless. Ash Mafara. I can't say what the name of the new company is because we don't know it yet, but I'm hoping and praying that it comes soon. And I love you.
I love you too, brother. Thank you, Mr. Kim Mills. Looking forward to meeting you. You're on the prayer list because you got a lot of things going, but you're genuine. You're a genuine individual who just cares.
I am. And we're only about 3 or 4 hours away from each other. I told Ruby I was going on a road trip, and she said, where? And I said, well, I don't know yet. Now that you got your backyard looking pretty spiffy, it was incredible watching all your videos, dude. I used to do all that kind of work around pools and all that kind of stuff, construction and stuff. I'd like to come and visit you someday.
Come on, man. Doors wide open.
I know it is.
I tell my neighbors, my gate is always open if you want to go swimming. Come on, you don't have to ask.
There you go. There you go. Thank you very much for having me on your live today. When you guys were doing, what was the other segment that you have? Shining the Light?
Shining the Light. And I tried
Okay.
getting you on then.
Well, I did. I had planned. I said I would, and then something come up. I had to go and look after my granddaughter, and Danny and Andrea had to do something, and we had to go and look after the granddaughter, and it wasn't going to be real convenient for me to sit down and do a video like this. Sorry that I took too long. I've always been told I'm long-winded, but thank you very much. I think this will open up my doors to being a little bit more vocal with the company now. So thank you very much for that. And
Kim, we got you out of the box. Now I'm trying to think, how am I going to put you back in that box?
well, it might be hard now. Thanks, man.
Thank you. I love you, man. Keep doing what you're doing.
Okay, love you too.
John Barilla, send me that headshot. Kim Mills,
Oh, listen, I was looking real forward to Peter Scher's webinar yesterday. I thought there was going to be a lot of a good content. Some of the people, I guess, with internet problems, whatever, didn't get on. But John Barilla should be a fun one. I look forward to each and every one of you guys that you bringing on here today or with your shows. Keep up the good work. Thanks, Ash, from the bottom of my heart. This family that you've started, boy, oh boy. Oh.
All right, Mr. Kim Mills, I love you, brother. Thank you for coming on. Go
Thanks,
enjoy
man.
that, brother. And I will see you when, I don't know, but I'm going to see you soon. I love you, brother.
Okay, man, you be
Say
good.
bye.
Bye, everybody.
bye.
Hey, how's that New Year's resolution going?
What are you talking about?
You know, that YouTube channel you say you're gonna start?
Well, yeah, I'd like to, but editing's really hard and coming up with a thumbnail stresses me out and thinking of content ideas.
I don't do any of that. I use TubeBuddy.
What?
TubeBuddy. It does everything for you. SEO optimization, helps you with your thumbnail, video topic planner.
Hey. Good morning. Looky, who I got. Mr. Kim Mills, who has never, ever done this. Never spoken. Always been there for a passive. And he says, Chris, it's time. It's time. Would you like to say good morning, Mr. Kim?
Good morning, Mr. Kim.
Very good. Very good. It's something that I normally would do. That's funny.
I know.
I want to just real quick, before I do the birthdays and prayers, I actually met Kim because I thought he was a girl. He's got one of those names. I have another friend that's a guy that's named Kim. And I used to say she all the time. And he finally said, Chris, you know I am a guy. And I thought that was comical. Me and Marty used to call him a girl all the time. But you guys, you can see he's not a girl. He's looking good from Canada. But let me get into the birthdays, the prayers, and then Kim Mills is going to get into it.
Okay.
And good morning, everybody. I love you, Kim. I love you, all of you, DeGarmo, the Redferns, the Wens, Ashmafara. Woo, I got a little bit more love for you than the rest of them, but that's okay. But I love everyone equally. All right, here we go. It looks pretty there, man. A little bit of clouds. All right, today's birthday. Actually, I just saw this one. Tanya Henner's granddaughter, Aaliyah Rose. She's 8 years old today. So happy birthday, Aaliyah. Lemon Lio, happy birthday. I love that name. Babatundi Femi, happy birthday. Petra Merka Meyer, happy birthday. And Chris Keeson, an old buddy of mine from work. Happy birthday to you. I want to say what a great job yesterday, Peter Shore and FF Dory did. Thank you, Middle East. A lot of views, a lot of new subscribers. I appreciate it. And we're going to do that again because we're going to get those other guys on there. Other lady and man on there, and even more if he wants. I don't care. I want to bring everyone on. So thanks, Peter Shore, for helping me out with that. Before I start the prayers, I want to talk a little bit about this world and what's going on with it. And I want to let you know I never take sides. I believe in life. I just ask God every day, please We have, the Ukrainian, the Russian war going on. Now we have Iran and Israel. And I have brothers and sisters in all those places. I don't take sides. I don't care the reasons why people are blowing each other up because it doesn't make sense to me. But please keep them in your prayers because it could spread like wildfire. And we don't want that to. Just keep praying to God that these wars stop. Take the evilness out of people. All right, here we go. Prayers for healing. I put my brother on here, Kim Mills. He'll let you know, but he's going through some things. I told him I'm gonna put him on the prayer list. David Penny and family, we're praying for you, David. David doesn't really want me to talk about it, but we're praying for you, Dave, and I love you. Marion Weinberg, we're praying for you. Weinberg, excuse me. Arlene McRae, which is Susie's mom, we're praying for you. Fahir's grandson, Armin, we're praying for you. Dustin Grove, big day tomorrow. He's got that surgery. And it's scary. I'm sure he's scared. I'm even scared for him, but I know God's got this, Dustin, and everything's going to come out great. Give those surgeons and those doctors the beautiful glory of fixing you perfectly. Margaret Seagroves, we're praying for you. Phil Lard and his mom and Phil. He's got some things going on in his life too. He needs some prayers. Richard Merlano, Don Riviera, Kathy Krusky's mom, Dave Varas' father. We're praying for all of you. Fatmata, Wally Cochran, Melissa Ann, and her friend Sam. We're praying for you. Jerry Nix, praying for you, brother. I love you. Myra Aquino. What do I say about Myra Aquino's mother, Nellie? What do we say, Kim? Hi, Nellie.
Oh, yeah. Hi, Nellie.
There you go. I think she gets a big smile. Though I know Myra gets a smile out of that. So
Yeah.
God's time, Thomas and his father, Brenda Herr, Bob Pierce's wife, Mary, Stephen Brocklehurst, Norelli Workon, her sister, Denise, Bill Must, and John White. Keep doing what you're doing, guys. Absolutely love the videos you're putting out. And Bill, we're always praying for you for your health and you, John White. Bruce Gerstein, his brother Edmund, Judy Miller and her husband Russ, Pat Parent, which Kim knows very well, and her daughter and her neighbor Dennis, Chloe and Julie. They're healing. They're getting along pretty good, but keep them in your prayers. Judy Reese, we're praying for your healing. Tina Medcalf, every day I ask the Lord, please give her a liver. Tina, we love you. That's going to happen. Just God's timing. Remember that. Terry Thompson, her mother, Loretta. I think she's doing a lot better. Roy Davies and her eyes. Roy, I want to get you on here one day. Let me know if you could do that. I'd love to get you on here. Cindy Hopkins, we're praying for you. Grace Tamanjun. You too, Gracie. I want to get you on here. I hope you're healing up from your hip surgery. William DeLorme, the Marshmallow Man. Harold Fox. Love you, brother. I hope you're doing great. Ruthie Pace. What do we say about Ruthie Pace every day?
Hey, Ruth.
We
Love you.
Very good, Kim. She's smiling. That's all I care about.
I bet she is.
Yep. Red and Jane's mothers and the Redfords. I believe Red's still coming on at 1:00 today for Monday Fun Day with Jane. Yep. Sandra Fenning's mother. I see she made a cool video on a beach where Open Your Mom is doing real good, Sandra. Seeds Academy, a few more days, the big graduation. P&G, we love you. I do have Luke Nelson coming on Thursday from P&G. And John Barilla, if you're listening, I need a headshot because John Barilla is coming on with us tomorrow. So John Barilla, give me the headshot so I can put DeGarmo to work.
There you go.
Ash Bafar is doing great. Had a texting conversation with him last night. Just know this, that he is doing, man. He is doing. But pray for him and his wife and his kids and his teams, and for this guy's vision to change the world, which I love. Marty DeGarmo will probably pop on here, I think. We'll see. He's doing really good. He's doing really good. Yep. Kim sent him a message. You better get on here, DeGarmo. Depends if he's got a nurse. Definitely throw some prayers my way. My daughter, my son, my daughter-in-law, my son-in-law, my grandkids, the dogs, my kid's mom. Had a great Father's Day, by the way. Really fun. I spent it with my daughter, and her husband and their family, and my cousins. It was really turned out to be really nice. So
Cool.
I hope you all had the greatest one. People fighting and beating cancer, Sandea, Nancy Vang, Carl Everett, Tina from my work, Phil Smith, Kenneth Fung, Tom Taylor, Dane and Darius, Robin Noble, Mr. Jean, Chang Yang, Joyce and Melvin Hicks, William Carmichael, and Patty Prescott. Please, God, take away this. I'll keep asking, Lord. Please take away their pain and their suffering and those diseases, and please heal all the brothers and sisters and the names I don't mention, Lord. I pray for them, and I ask that you please intervene with these wars to stop the madness, Lord. Many people are dying for no reason at all. Please get into these evil minds of these people sending over these bombs, and I'm praying for all of you. Okay, now that I got that out of the way, I want to introduce this guy because I did a lot of talking there. Been texting with him for quite a while. Oh, and I finally said that, hey, Kim, I'd like for you to come on the live because, again, I'm looking for people that are always been there, and I'm looking still for a normal Stu. Don't worry about that. And I would love to have you come on here. And he said, Chris, I'm ready. So on that note, Kim Mills, I love you. Thank you for being you. Kim Mills is going to really get into it. Kim, the floor is all yours. You look great, buddy.
Thanks, man. Okay, I kind of don't know where to start, but I'm going to start off with married 43 years. Ruby and I kind of traveled all over Canada. We did a lot of stuff together. We only have one son. I have one daughter-in-law, and I have a beautiful granddaughter, Abigail Grace. Father's Day. Let's start off with Father's Day because that's most recent. Yesterday we started off. My son gave me a text. Happy Father's Day, Dad. I won't get to see you, but because we've got plans with Andrea's family. But you guys go and have fun. So I've set my hot tub up in my backyard here about a week ago, and I finally got it up to temperature. And it's just one of them blow up ones, so I can put it up and take it down. And I thought Father's Day, I'm going to have a couple of drinks, maybe a Caesar, maybe a Stella or two, do some hot tubbing. So we started off in the morning with a hot tub and a coffee. Had to have coffee first. Then I thought, no, don't want to do too much drinking.
Uh-oh, he's frozen. There you go. You're back.
Are we
You're upside down.
having technical? Oh, technical difficulty. What? No, I'm not.
You're upside down.
Good to go.
Yep, you are, buddy.
I'm upside.
Turn your phone around.
Turn my phone around.
Okay, there you got it now.
Just hold on.
Okay, one more turn. You're sideways. Got a little
Good.
vibes, man. No,
Good.
you're upside down.
I'm upside down. Let me turn my phone. There.
There you go.
How's that? There we go. Okay. I've been upside down a few times.